How to make love last. Secrets to a happy relationship. The origins of Valentine's Day per legend and lore are hardly as innocent as our current traditions suggest. It reportedly originated with Lupercalia, a dark Roman fertility feast and festival, later Christianized by Pope Gelasius I in the 5th century to celebrate Street Valentine. His exploit: approving and marrying Roman soldiers who were forbidden to marry by Emperor Claudius II, and for which Valentine was later beheaded on February 14th of the year 270 AD. Thank goodness such odious practices are no more. The world over has since welcomed the day as a celebration of romantic love with flowers, jewelry, and chocolates, regular surprises. We believe in love, and for good reason. It makes the world go round. But what is this ubiquitously cherished experience that The Simpsons satirically dubbed the splintered thing? Love is a many-splendored thing. References a movie about the social reaction towards the romance of an interracial couple. Love is, after all, the adoration of difference that yields a new and improved equilibrium. We identify and highlight differences easily. Nationality, personality, favorite team, alma mater, and song, to name a few. But when it comes to peer review, minimization shows up. We fully own our accomplishments, but aren't quite so generous with others. It is important to note that insights are gained via frequency, not hierarchy, education, or genetics, so though we may look alike, we don't tap into the same frequencies. Nor are those magical downloads, but thoughtful reflections that lead to new perspectives, sometimes spawned by innocuous events such as an apple falling from a tree. Hello, Newton. Then there is the societal overlay of assigned roles, not all of which are based in biological predisposition or responsible action, but mere cultural constructs that are often quite emotionally damaging. Difference is welcomed if it does not challenge views of self or societal expectations. Romantic love I will define as a relationship of exclusivity and passion, one in which both are committed to protecting their bond in specific ways such as monogamy. According to the Greeks, this type of love, Eros, is different from philia or platonic love as seen in friendships, storge or parental love, agape or love of people, nature or God, and philotia, love of self. They are all quite different in expression. I will focus here on Eros, or love that often, though not always, leads to a committed relationship. The anchors per R.J. Sternberg's model of love are passion, intimacy, and commitment. Intimacy involves vulnerability and self-disclosure shared only in an environment of trust, respect, and mutual support, not the sort of thing you would do with a stranger. Trust is the cornerstone of love and attachment, built through reciprocal respect and consistency. It takes quite a cocktail of important ingredients to create love, some of the more notorious being attractiveness of form and personality, chemistry, familiarity, similarity, and attachment. It seems unlikely that a strong foundation can be built on a mere glance or love at first sight. It could be the beginning, however, of an enduring friendship. As a caution, let's remember Gottman's 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Contempt, criticism, defensiveness, and stonewalling, reliable precursors to the demise of any relationship. We are often advised to breathe when our emotions threaten to overwhelm, and act or speak only after we have calmed. This is good advice, as anger can bypass our best intentions. So, love is a decision to be gentle with another's feelings, dreams, property, space, and person, a good approach to any relationship. Emotions, might I add, are invaluable guides to happiness, not to be dismissed. When examined, they reveal our deepest fears or anxieties that, if addressed promptly, allow for immediate course correction. To reduce love to merely a choice, however, is to miss the effervescence, buoyancy, limitless potential to inspire, heal, energize, support, and biochemically induce a feeling of contentment at its ebb and euphoria at its flow. It is your kryptonite. Use in copious amounts whenever possible. It expands with use. Love is a synergy of energies that creates something larger than the sum of its parts. Furthermore, it is not regulated by the shifting tides of appearance, but sees the essence of its beloved. It recognizes that, like the unseen path from bud to bloom, growth is an amalgam of tremendous reorganization where personality may change, as may beliefs, in the unfolding of our potentials, discoveries, and accomplishments. Nothing stays the same, as the synergy of difference creates phenomenal outcomes. Love, by definition, is a shared experience of hearts, intentionally uniting to navigate the world with one purpose. It is therefore crucial that personal goals are understood before merging two lives, to ensure compatibility. Calamitous results could ensue otherwise. Love engages the varied gifts and talents of either to create a more expanded and powerful version of team. Are both on the same page with regards to roles, aspirations, and beliefs? It isn't one or the other, it's both. The one you love might not already be a partner or even be aware of the way you feel. But what have you got to lose? It's certainly worth the chance of knowing. Just be prepared to accept the outcomes with grace. The authenticity of love is its respect for another's choice, desires, and well-being, especially when those diverge from your own. So, loving another does not mean accepting an arrangement or request that violates your values. You are still the manager of your peace and purpose. I am told God has no special relationships but loves everyone the same, though it appears he has limits, for example, the flood. That would be an illustration of agape love gone awry, not Eros. It loves in spite of our failings, but obviously conditions apply. Any good parent knows their role to give their children wings, such that as adults they are free to make their choices, navigating the results such actions bring. If a parent chooses to control their offspring with no regard for their wishes, purpose, or free will, they have forfeited their right to parenting, posing a danger to maturation and well-being. The secret sauce to relational happiness, then, presupposes that love equals passion plus intimacy plus commitment. It is never a denial of one in service to the other, but a team of two with one purpose. Some might say two plus God. But I would rather retain him as a consultant, not a voyeur. His design tragically starts the incest problem, which disqualifies his inclusion in my view. Both are individuals sharing complementary roles, not an autocracy, the counterfeit of self-love. There is equality of value and always mutual assent. Neither is a possession. Desire does not trump consent. This is sacrosanct. It is a relationship of equals. Love protects, respects, compromises, isn't competitive, demanding, envious, or resentful. Unfortunately, without boundaries, a great deal of inappropriate practices can result, which undermine the integrity of the bond and nullify its agreements. It requires the investment and stewardship of both. Children have been the target of exploitation sexually and otherwise. It is sad when adults look to children to meet their needs when it ought to be the other way around. Furthermore, not protecting them from the dangers of another's exploitation is equally immoral. Culturally, such aberrant practices have been introduced in several countries, with social organizations fueling, rather than putting a stop to such harmful practices. This is where the love of friends and community, agape, become critical in protecting their young ones and all others affected by such atrocities, standing together in mutual support. Children should not be forced into gender choices that they are not developmentally equipped to make, nor should grown-ups insist on alternate forms of gender, contrary to the youngster's innate orientation. Incest is not an alternative lifestyle. It is flagrantly wrong and should be apprehended. Humans have been conditioned to accept much that undermines their well-being and happiness. But we do have a choice as creators of our experience. It is time to take action, to take responsibility for our lives, and know that every choice you make to respect your well-being and those you love ripples out into the world with inestimable benefits. Never underestimate the power of your choice. We are each other's lifeline, and when we recognize how much our contributions matter, we will find the unified strength to live intentional lives of profound goodness, where love can flourish. The movie The Imitation Game is a poignant reminder of how important love is, the danger of faulty assumptions, and the necessity of good choices. Sending much love and light to you all.